I just thought, from start to finish, we got our tails kicked. And a team that was shooting 21% from three coming in. At halftime, they had 9 of 11 from three, and they put us on our heels. Not like us. I thought this team had found a consistency, and obviously we lost it tonight. But when you got 3 starters go combined, Bryce was 0 for 1, Isaiah 1 for 6, and Sam 3 for 10. So that's 4 for 17. Hard to win 4 for 17. Hard to win with 13 turnovers. Going to learn a lot about ourselves in the next 2 days. We got a rivalry game. Let's face it, Kent State lost 3 straight home games. Their back was against the wall, and they came out swinging, and we took punches all night from them.
Questions?
Obviously not the way you probably want to play going into a rivalry game. What's kind of going to be the mindset and the message to the team over the next 2 days of practice to get ready, especially going on the road for it?
We're going to have to just find our pride and find, this has been a team that's been together, excluding that Oakland home game and excluding the Kent State home game. Why they're both home games is beyond me. That's not like us.
What about Medley from Kent State? He was just shooting lights out first half and even in the second half. What were you trying to maybe think about or talk to your team about maybe trying to do?
He was 0 for 17 from 3 prior to the Miami game. 0 for 17. Give him credit. He was the best player on the floor tonight. He was the best player on the floor, and Von Cameron Davis was right there with him. Those 2 guys. We had no answer for either one of them. No answer. Changed matchups on them. It didn't help. Those 2 guys were by far the 2 best players on the floor.
Is there anything different that you saw in tonight's game that maybe needs working on in these next couple practices?
Frustration, which has been a theme with this team, dealing with frustration. When things don't go our way, how do we respond? We've had some games where we responded, other games we haven't, and that's been the biggest concern that I have is more of owning things together and not pointing fingers.
Coach obviously just touched on the frustration amongst the court. Can you just kind of talk about how you guys were feeling and how you managed to kind of push through tonight?
Yeah, I feel like from the jump, like you said, they jumped out on us early in the game. And we went into the game with a mindset they were going to do that, but it's different going out there and then actually happening and you being a part of it. So I feel like our emphasis has to be on coming out stronger, hitting first when we do come out, like I said, on this game versus BG, because everybody they want to come and they want to play hard, and that's what we have to do in order to win these games, games like this, and going forward, because it's not going to be easy, even when we get to the tournament, even when we look forward to that too.
And obviously looking ahead in the next 2 days, 3 days, BG on the road, obviously not probably the way you want to play going into a rivalry, but knowing you have these next couple days of practice, what's going to be the focus, especially knowing you're going on the road into enemy territory?
I feel like the main thing, making shots. We missed a lot of shots tonight. Trying to figure out what they did defensively too. I guess it was missed shots besides it being if they were opening us, missing them. Myself, I had 6 turnovers. I can't do that being someone who's looked upon to be a primary ball handler, someone who's going to shoot the ball. So 6 turnovers isn't what we need as a team, and I told them that. It's something I got to do better with as well.
Now moving ahead, this game in the past tonight, moving ahead to BG, what are you guys kind of preparing for against them, and what about tonight can you channel to kind of have a different outcome on Friday?
One thing I think which has been all year, rebounding and boxing out, continuing to work on that and put an emphasis on doing the fundamental stuff of boxing out and guarding the bigger guys, because they have a couple guys that were taller than us, obviously, but like I said, just going into it, trying to play harder, honestly. Is it really about us, the finesse and what they do and the X and O's? It's about us playing hard. It came out and they play harder than us tonight, really, honestly.
Obviously, Kent State coming out strong tonight. Just from your perspective, what kind of wasn't clicking? How did it feel on the court throughout the game?
We didn't bring our toughness like we usually do. They punked us all 40 minutes. We weren't connected. as we usually are, and we got to be better next game.
And knowing that next day, looking ahead, this is the last game you play before your rival, just what, in your opinion, needs to be the main focus in order to get prepared to go on the road?
Well, defense. Our opponents are scoring like 50% every game. They're making every shot, so if we just play defense, it gives us a better shot of winning games.
What kind of adjustments maybe you're going to have? 'Cause I believe it was a 12 something like that game that you guys kind of get in bigger deficit. Maybe what were some of the things that were trying to be adjusted, and why didn't those work out?
I feel like we didn't have no energy. That's why they just kept going up big on us throughout the game. That's really it.